Okay, so last week the Supreme Court delivered judgments in 8 appeals arising from 8 different states. Among those appeals was that of Plateau, Kano, we had Zamfara, we had Cross River, we had Abia, Ebonyi, and a few other states. But I'm particular about Plateau states because of the damage that has been done in respect to the Court of Appeal judgments that nullify the election of members of the House of Representatives and the Senate under the PDP in Plateau State. But the Supreme Court overturned that judgment, wherein the Court of Appeal had said that PDP had no structure in Plateau State, that PDP was structureless. It was on that ground that the court nullified the election of the House of Representatives and Senate members. Now, the Supreme Court in the judgment said that judgment by the Court of Appeal was perverse and obnoxious. And Justice Ian Okoro specifically noted that a lot of damage has been done with respect to that judgment delivered by the Court of Appeal. The question now is, what happens to those lawmakers that have lost their seats? We know what the Constitution says, that National Assembly election lapse at the Court of Appeal, does not go to the Supreme Court. Now there is no provision for them to come under, either to appeal or to seek an interpretation of the Supreme Court's judgment that affirmed the election of Caleb Mutfwang on how it affects them as lawmakers that have lost their seats due to the injustice done by the justices of the Court of Appeal. So, I think I've been seeing online where some persons have been saying that a petition should be sent to the NJC. The NJC cannot do anything because some of the judges have been appointed to go to the Supreme Court. The Senate cannot do anything because the Senate has already cleared them. What is left now is for them to be sworn in. I think if it wants to be taken up by any party, that's any of the House of Representative member who was affected, he or she can write to the president, because there needs to be compensation for what has been done to them. A judgment cannot truncate their political ambition or career, and at the end of the day find out that judgment was perverse and nothing is done to indemnify or compensate them. And now it leads the question to, should some particular sections in the Constitution be amended to allow the National Assembly election go to the Supreme Court? Because something like this needs to be prevented or avoided for moving forward. I will also look at Kano, what happened in Kano's judgment, where the Court of Appeal nullified the election of Abba Yusuf and returned a person who was not even a party in the appeal or in the petition in the first place, who had congratulated the governor, saying that he was not interested. So all of these things brings a lot of question as to what will happen to these justices. But fine, they don't know it all. That's why they have a Supreme Court. And I must give it to the justices of the Supreme Court. They have in their own way built or reaffirmed that they are ready to do the right thing and live by the truth and the Constitution. And they have tried to continue with these judgments, continue to build the trust Nigerians have in the judiciary. Because a lot of persons were expecting that, we will not start having Supreme Court governors. No, the Supreme Court made sure that they did everything by the books. And so far, no governor was removed. Their mandate was affirmed, and status quo was maintained. But now, an injustice like this cannot be left to go without remedy. So the question now is, for those legal minds, the lawyers, the senior lawyers that know better, moving forward, what do you think can be done, because something has to be done. These people cannot just go like that. And they campaigned, they did all the necessary things they're supposed to do just for courts to nullify the election. So what do you think should be done? Please drop your opinion at the comment section. Thank you.